Okay, folks, we're live here in the thick of it.
In the thick of it. Steve, welcome back, my man. How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah.
So we're here tonight bringing the game to you from the beautiful Hinton, America, where the Eagles are going to take on the Comets.
Yes,
we're going to start off with the ladies' game. Lady Eagles are going to take on the Lady Comets in what should be a good matchup. And we're looking forward to seeing our Lady Eagles for the first time here tonight.
Yes, we are, Steve. Lady Eagles, who had a deep run last year in the playoffs. So we're excited. We're very excited to kick off game one. We're going to transition in from football to basketball here, Steve. So out there, be patient with us. This is our first night back, and we'll try to bring it to you the best we can. Hussey to tip it off against Hinton number 10. Hinton controls the tip. Carmona, nice steal right there.
Yes.
Walker.
Oh, that was Hussey. You're right. No, that was Walker, and Hussey's down low.
Yep, down low, and right off the bat, Asia Richards. You'll get a steal right there.
Look at
control it. Hussey hustling. Bridges, long three. That's going to miss. Good energy right now. The first part of this quarter for your Eagles.
Yeah, these Lady Eagles. We saw a lot of these players last year bringing the positives and the energy to the floor, and they're doing it again right here in the first quarter of the first game this year.
And that's what you like to see, Steve, right off the gun, right off the tip. Here we come. We're coming at you. Hussey at the top. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone for Coach Campos. Seen it a lot last year. They'll trap in the corners. Ball, turnover. Carmona, stay with it. Nope. Hinton will get up, get back. Nice play right there.
Yep.
Number 10. Bridges pushing the ball. Richards back to Bridges. Eagles moving the ball great around the court. Oh, that's going to be. Got a foul, Steve?
Yeah, I believe so. We're going to see what it is here. Yep. Foul on the Comets. He said white. I didn't catch the number. Did you, Derek?
I didn't either. I think it was on Carmona, number 12. Pass back in. Eagles, Hussey, baseline. Richards, she passes it up. Bridges, she'll dribble, drive, stop, pop. She'll miss her first 2 shots of the night. And, of course, number 10 right there on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Bridges. I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun calling her this year, Steve.
Oh, it is. I saw her sitting there at the scorer's table at one of the junior high games the other day, and I'd come into the gym early, and I said something about I was looking forward to saying her name on the broadcast a bunch of times this year.
And right on cue, huh, Steve? Right on cue. Right there you go with Bridges. Gets the steal. Watonga Lady Eagles press. Coming right out. 1-3-1 again. Hinton being patient. Gets it up. That's going to be a turnover.
Eagles going to take the ball here.
Exactly. And another thing, like we've seen all last year, these Lady Eagles get after you and they make you turn the basketball over.
Yes, sir.
And create points off turnovers. So looks like we're starting really good right here. Richards, Bridges, Walker, into Carmona. Eagles moving the ball very well. Dribble, drive, Hussey right there.
Nice play, though.
Yeah, that was
what they're looking for.
That was set up, and it was going down. So he's using backboard. Bridges, nope. Rebound, Walker, tough rebound. Back into Hussey. Out to Richards, wide open, nope. Carmona, Eagles doing an excellent job passing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And if we want to see some things from last year that we didn't see, this ball movement right here.
That's I'm just showing Derek something here while we went silent. We've got our roster here. We're going to start familiarizing ourselves with it. We already know most of these names, but we're going to try to keep them called out to you while we know.
Exactly, Stephen. I was just going into that. There's 4 out there that look familiar from last year, and then 1 Carmona.
Yeah. I know she played last year, I believe, and we talked about her some, but I think she's come on and started.
Bridges, deep 3.
Man, from deep in the corner.
Deep in the corner. That's a play called by Coach Campos off the sideline. Out of timeout play. Eagles turn the ball over. Get it back. Bridges in control. Eagles all over the place right now. 8-2 in Carmona. Hussey. Richards. Again. She's hot. That's 2 right there for Asia Richards. Number 23. Nice looking stroke right there.
Right.
And that's going to be a trap, and then they're going to call timeout here. Hinton Comets need to get it together because your Lady Eagles are swarming. They're pressuring the basketball and early on knocking down three, Steve.
This is one of those timeouts that no coach wants to have to call. But, you know, when it's 11-2 and they're stealing the ball from you and they're scoring points on you when they steal the ball, it's time to call a timeout. Get stop put to this.
Exactly. Time to call a timeout.
And on the other side, love to see the Eagles put an effort in that causes another coach to have to call a timeout in the first quarter.
Exactly, Steve. Exactly. So, like I said, just to repeat so far of Coach Campos' squad, it looks a lot like last year, Steve.
Yep.
They're pressing, they're moving, and of course, like you said, with 4 returning starters, I mean, we're going to be tough. We're going to be a tough out come playoff time.
Yes, sir. I just love the energy these Lady Eagles bring to the court. It's fun to watch.
Me too. Love the energy. Hinton's got to be thinking right now, oh my God, what did we get into with this press? But we've seen it work very well here the first part of this first quarter. And they're going to turn it over again, Steve.
One of the things that my kids have been playing basketball in the junior high here in the last few weeks, and we've been talking a lot about how you break a press, you know, because in the junior high game, when they press you, it can be devastating. If you can't get your way out of it, you can't get the ball down the floor, and you're in trouble.
Yep.
And we've been talking about, you know, the way to get out of a press is to pass the ball. So many teams don't execute that very well.
No, they don't, Steve. They don't execute it very well. They don't handle the pressure very well. Richards, dribble, drive. Dangerous pass in. It gets stolen right there. Hinton Comets is going to go all the way, but there's a great block by Bridges there. What a recovery. Nice job right there. But Aubrey Bridges came back and hustled on defense. And I just second what you said. Going back to what you said about the press, Steve, I really feel like, you know, it should be a part of their fundamentals coming up. You know, most coaches.
It is a little bit different to see a team press this hard in the first game of the first quarter of the first game.
Right.
The press is a second half of the season kind of affair a lot of times because your stamina and your endurance and your conditioning are peaking at that point, and the press is your real, that's one of your biggest weapons. So that just testament to apparently these girls are in pretty good shape and the coaches know it.
Oh yeah, another steal right there. Hussey, she's got Walker. Finish that, Walker. Yes.
There you go.
And as you said, Steve, the press again, just everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere you see, there's a black and red jersey. I know the Hinton Comets, but like I said, I mean the press right now, early in the ball game,
it's hard to deal with.
It's just hard to deal with, and it just kind of, this is the first quarter. So I mean, of course, you can't do this for 4 quarters, but just to kind of take the energy right off the bat, Steve, like you said, and about conditioning, you're right on the money there. Who's in better shape? And that's what the press will let you know right there. Like right here, she's in trouble. Much trouble. She's going to get an 8-second call. But they made it across.
They did.
Excuse me. Looks like we're still fighting. And a jump ball.
There we go. Tie ball.
Jump ball, and I can't remember.
It's going to be Hinton. Comet ball.
Number 33 comes into the game. It's Shelby Miller. She's at the top of your press right there. Deep pass to the corner. Going to get tipped right there by number 2. So some subs starting to come in, Steve.
Yep, indeed. So Shelby is a sophomore, and she's bringing some height to this game this year.
Sure is. Looks like it.
I think one of the most fun parts about this Lady Eagles team is their youth.
Oh, yeah.
They do have some seniors, that are really good, but they also have some really good sophomores and freshmen.
Like Mary Barton right here.
Oh, boy.
Again, Eagles just passing the ball with very precise, knowing what they're doing. They're just wearing the Comets out, looking for a great shot.
Barton moved to the ball there on that pass.
Nice move right there by Mitchell. Hinton struggling right now. It's going to be a travel. Another turnover.
I think that travel might have saved Aubrey Bridges a foul.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm agree with you on that one, Steve. But just the constant pressure right now, Steve, is just really, really impressive. As a coach, these are some of the things I'm sure the Coach Campos wanted to, she's been thinking about before the game. How will we come out? How will we start the first game of the season? And this is not a bad start.
No, this is not a bad start. This is the best way to start a first quarter I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too. Again, just ball movement, constant ball movement here for your Lady Eagles. Looking for the good shot. Hinton. Hussey. In the Miller, nice.
There's Shelby Miller.
Nice two-man game right there. Two-lady game, sorry, Steve.
Yep. We knew what you meant there.
All right, thank you, my man, thank you.
I just love to see Shelby square up. She takes that pass, great pass there by, I believe it was Landry Hussey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Hussey, and Hussey drove the baseline, Steve, and then she
just dished it off to Shelby, and I love to see Shelby just square to the basket and go straight up and put that ball in.
Very confidently, too.
Yep.
You know, she didn't even hesitate.
Elegant basketball.
Yep. Hinton doing their best, put some points on the board. As he goes up, she's going to get fouled right there, number 21. And this will send Hinton to the free throw line for the first time here tonight. 15-2, late in the first quarter here. Your Eagles have started off, for those of you who have just joined us, Eagles started off with the familiar, traditional Coach Campbell's press, giving Hinton fits. Don't know the
trouble.
I don't know the turnovers right now, but they've been a lot for a first quarter. Your later Eagles have looked impressive so far with 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the first quarter in their first game of the season. Richards, she's got a cross-cast. Walker, stop, pop, and she'll get fouled.
Yep, she's going to go to the line and shoot two. And I bet that she doesn't miss both of hers.
No. Natalie Walker, just a junior, Steve.
Yeah.
Wow. So we've got Landry Hussey and Asia Richards are our only seniors. The rest of these young ladies are all juniors, freshmen.
This team has huge, enormous potential.
Walker, good on the first one.
There we go. She knocks them both down.
Press again. Brown in there. Almost had the steal right there. So you got Brown, Barton, Richards, Hussey, and Walker in your court right now. Again, 1-3-1 press. Ball go to the corners. Little trap. Another turnover for Hinton. Richards, top of the key. She'll give it to Walker. Bridges getting the break right now. Hussey wanted it. Take a better shot. Nope. Richards.
Nice pass.
I know it.
I mean, these girls are just so unselfishly moving the ball around.
And Steve, you can just tell this is what Coach Campbell's been working on all summer long and all fall long. These look good.
This is spectacular fundamental basketball. So we're moving to the ball whenever the ball's thrown to us.
Yes.
We're taking that dribble step and moving the defender back to be able to open the pass up, and we're just being patient, looking for that right shot.
For the right, and there's Barton right there. She's going to drive and go to the free throw line. Nice, strong, aggressive drive there. Going back to what you said, Steve, and then you know how when you're young and you're coming up and they're coaching, they tell you to chest passes. Look, these passes are right on the money.
Yep.
You know, they're not missing it and making their teammate go other way. It's just right there. They're moving within the offense, and it's flowing very well right now.
Yep. I think all sports benefit from teaching fundamentals, but basketball certainly, one of the bigger ones, that if you don't, know how to place your body and know how to make a pass and know how to step to a pass and know how to square up whenever you're going to take a shot or block out when you're going to take when it's going to be a rebound, it gets to be a tough game if you don't do those things.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. And like I said, all 5 of these girls are in sync. That's another thing that's impressive too. Uh-oh, she slipped. It's going to be a turnover for your Eagles right there. Hinton down 18-2. She's going to go all the way.
And not make it.
Rebound Richards. Richards has been very active tonight. So we've got Richards, Brown, Hussey. Bridges back in the game at the point. Winding down first quarter. No problem for your Lady Eagles so far.
Yeah, our scoreboard online here is showing 17-2, but it's actually, I believe, 18-2.
18-2, yes.
Big scoreboard.
Barton, dribble, drive. Oh, in and out. They got a man. Nope, Barton, great speed right there. Great speed by Barton. Mary Barton just accelerated and came back and got that steal. Great athlete. Bridges looking it over. In the Brown.
45 seconds left in the first quarter here.
And you know, Steve, you hear that silence, but that's what you want to hear when you're in an opponent's building, huh? Am I right, Steve?
Indeed.
Deep three for here. No, she's going to be off right there. Good rebound right there by Richards. She's been very active tonight.
Thank you.
And they'll turn the ball right back over. They'll turn the ball right back over to their Eagles. And the Eagles, again, just racking up the turnovers here.
So, Derek
with the perks, Steve.
Shout out to the Hinton administrative staff
there
here.
Go.
They just handed us a water and a Hershey's bar. I tell you what, I don't know, Derek. We might be trying to bribe us into throwing a few points their way or something.
Well, keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Thank you, Hinton Comments. I tell you what, we're crosstown rivals, but hey, that was a cool little gesture, and we appreciate it.
Well, it's great staff here at Hinton. It's a great school, and
exactly.
It's a good. Even though we rival in all of our sports, it's good to know that we've got just great people at both schools that are running the show. So.
Exactly, Steve. Exactly.
And another shout out to Hinton. Gave us access to their Wi-Fi in here in the building tonight, and we're able to stream to you without interruption and with a good, strong, looks like live stream. So, good place to be tonight.
Yeah, nice place to be, Steve. Nice place to be back inside the gym. We wrapped up the football season, and we've been anticipating this season ever since that last game in Enid last year when we got beat. Who was it? Luther. Luther got us, and so this year's campaign is just revenge on our mind, I would say, and getting back to the area tournament and trying to make to the state tournament.
Indeed.
And if things go how they're going the first quarter, Steve, if you notice the scoreboard, we only gave up 2 points to go.
Right.
So. Hats off, Coach Campos. Just how she planned it, huh?
Yep. She couldn't have planned it better.
Eagles 20. We're going to start the second quarter here, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you're out there, legal alumni, Eagle Nation. Hope you're listening. Steve and I are back at you live. We're live here in Hinton. And our Lady Eagles dominated the first quarter. Should see more of that in the second quarter.
Yep, sure should.
And just did not give the Hinton Comments a lot of field goal opportunities,
right.
Steve.
Right. Mostly the Eagles have taken the mantra that we're going to just possess the ball.
Yeah, pretty much, huh? Pretty much, Steve. We're going to keep watching. This Hussey just looks so intimidating out there at the point. She's tall, she's lanky.
There we go.
That's a travel. And they're going to get it. That's a foul. Who was that foul on? Is that Rick? I didn't see who that foul was. Is it Miller?
What he says, 33?
Yep.
Shelby Miller.
Protecting
That's
the rim.
Her first.
Yep, protecting the rim, her first. Not really worried about foul trouble so far. Hinton, that'll be 0 for 3 from the free throw line for Hinton.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night if they're going to need to get some shots to fall. They're going to need to get some better looks at the ball, from the field, and they're going to have to hit their free throw.
And no doubt, if they're going to give you freebies, you got to take it. Bridges up to Richards, Miller, Hussey, free throw line, wide open. Barton. She'll dribble, drive, and that's what we want to see, and just finish. Now, if she can finish that, Steve, that's going to be a serious weapon for the Lady Eagles. Yeah. That dribble, drive, penetration, and I know she'll get it.
She's a hustler, and she's been doing that, making moves like that for a long time on the basketball court. So it's going to be, those kind of things are, they'll fall. They'll come.
Yeah, and in basketball, you know how it is, Steve. It's that bench, that one person coming off the bench. And right now, I'm looking at Mary Barton, especially from what she did last year. She could be that spark off the bench and come in and put up some points and be exactly what we need in those tough ball games.
Indeed.
Walker comes in for Hussey. Nice job, Emma. Hussey, I keep
Landry.
Landry Hussey, that's right.
There we go.
Steal by Bridges. She's got Walker. Oh, she gets a pass off. Oh, nice. Nice fast break right there. Very nice fast break right there.
I've got a microphone right here in my face, folks, and I almost clapped my hand right in front of it. What a play.
Nice play. So we got Miller, Brown, Asia Richards. Walker, Natalie Walker. Zone. Looks like we're going back to a 2-3 zone now. Coach Campbell switching up her defense a little bit. People might say, why would you switch when you only gave up 2 points? Well, this is on a long season.
Yep. I mean, you're going to need multiple defenses throughout the year. So this is not only your first game. This is the best practice you've seen this season.
Oh my man, 100%, Steve. 100% on that one, partner. This is the best practice you can get.
Yep.
Live, and we actually got spectators and commentators get to come watch you guys practice. So, and Coach Campbell's, I'm sure, knows that, her team is more superior right now, and she can try pretty much what she wants.
Right. She's going to scheme it up here in the first half, and then
long pro.
As things wear on in this second quarter, and probably towards the end of the third quarter, if things continue the way they're going, we're going to see some of those younger girls come in and get a little bit of playing time.
And we will, Steve. That's always nice in games like this. We can always see the bright futures of the up-and-coming future Eagles that will be varsity and will be in the starting rotation. Again, ladies and gentlemen, 6:32, second period. We're in Hinton, America. Steve and I back at you with basketball. Lady Eagles coming out on fire.
Bridges,
big three, but Bridges, nope. The rebound, pressure the ball, and careful, nice tops right there by Brown. Just didn't get a chance to get it. The throw was a little bit too high, so the Eagles will take over with another turnover for Hinton Common.
I love that little look that Miss Bridges gives the ball as she flings a three in the air. It's like an eagle cocking its head to the side just a little bit.
Oh, deep three right there, but it's going to be costly. Did she fall on her?
So
that's
Hussey
Walker.
knocking it down there, isn't it?
That is Walker. Yeah, that's Walker.
Yep.
And I think she came down, Steve. I'm thinking she came down on the player's foot, or did she just come down on her ankle?
Well, I don't think there's anybody in the vicinity, so I think she must have come down on her foot and rolled her ankle or something right there.
And she hit the three. She knocked down the three. It's going to be another turnover for Hinton. Brown this time. Dribble, drive, Bridges. She throws it up. She'll go to the free throw line.
So our Lady Eagles doing a great job avenging that football game that we had to endure.
Exactly, Steve. We're getting a little payback. A little payback there. They put it on us pretty bad there, that last high school football game. And I know Steve and I haven't forgotten, and I hope the boys next to them haven't forgot either. Bridges, lefty, just with a sweet stroke, I swear. Love to see her shoot. Carmona back in the game. She's also got some nice length on her. That's going to be over and back? No. Another steal. Richards this time. She's got numbers. She's got Carmona. Nice soft hands there. Wide open three for Bridges. In and out. Going to be a foul on Carmona right there. Look like a push.
Evelyn. It's Carmona's first name.
Okay, Evelyn Carmona. Whoa, nice screen right there on the comments. Evelyn ran into one. Deep pass.
Nice.
That's good. Looks like good no call right there, Blue. We'll get the ball right back. Bridges with the steal. She's got Carmona. She'll take it herself. And it looks like it went off a comment. It'll say Lady Eagles basketball. 26-2 here. Second quarter, middle of the second quarter. Pace have slowed down a little bit, but Eagles just kind of have been in total control and are still in total control. And that's going to be a travel. I didn't see that, but
well, she did leave the floor. The Comet player had her hand on the ball, so technically, I guess that is a travel, but it's also technically a tie ball.
They break it this time. Try to get it low. That's going to be a kick ball.
Comets inbounds here.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas struggling to get anybody open to take a shot.
Yeah, they are. And just like we talked about on the other end, see the ball movement, Steve, that we're doing? This is what the Hinton Comets are not doing. They're getting in trouble every time with it. You got to keep the ball moving against this press. If you stop it, the way our Eagles are pressured, nice stop. Carmona got to finish that.
Some of that, Derek, is aggressiveness of how our
defense. Ooh, nice block right there. Sorry,
nice
Steve.
Block.
Very nice. Mary Barton.
Yep. The ball's going to go the other way, but oh no, it's not. Never mind. I've got myself all turned around left and right here.
You're good, my man. You're good. You're good.
Great block there by Mary Barton.
It was great block right there.
Yep.
Turnover. Good steal right there by number 10 from Hinton.
Yeah, stepped right in front of a pass.
Sure did. And like you said, Steve, I mean, at this point, you just kind of want to see him score. Just to be honest with you. And you know, just our Eagles, again, just very much putting pressure. Offense, defense. They're passing the ball on offense. They're shutting them down, trapping them very well in defense. There's a shot. Nope. Bridges with the rebound.
This kind of game will get you pumped up for the next one, won't it?
Sure will. It sure will, Steve.
Eagles going to travel to Thomas
that's
a little later this week.
And that's going to be a travel on Barton right there. And now, Steve, at this point in the game right now, this is where, you know, you've had that initial rush of the first game of the year. You got the nerves out, the adrenaline going. Now it's settling down just to play basketball. But you still have, at some point, you got to keep that intensity up.
Yep.
And I'm sure Coach Campbell's have told these, you know, young ladies that keep the fire. And it's just kind of difficult when the opponent's not competing as well as, you know, you practice for all week.
Well, it is, and you're exactly right, Derek. There's a little travel.
Yeah, I've seen that.
One of the things that you got to be aware of here is, even though your opponent, you know, isn't presenting a great challenge right now, basketball, and you know, I've talked about this as a game of spurts. So, you know, it's one team gets hot, the other team gets hot, and they won't stay down the entire night. They'll go on a little run. They'll hit a few shots.
Exactly.
And you just don't want to be in a position to allow that to continue.
No doubt, 100%. Hinton, here's a shot. Just not falling for him tonight. But, Steve, you're 100% right. I'm going to second what you just said right there. And for me, it's just, you know, Coach Campo having these guys, you know, having these ladies ready and coming out. And just, you know, like I said, it showed the first 2 minutes of the ball game. And I think we might have took the air out. Bridges, all by herself. She's going to, that looked like a foul maybe.
Folks, I'm gonna plug our home opener. That'll be on December 7th, be a Tuesday night, and invite everybody to come out, watch the Eagles take on, I can't remember who the team is right now. I got ahead of myself on that part. We're going to try to get a few interviews in. Might get to talk to a couple of coaches, and hopefully maybe some of our admin might come and talk to us for a little bit. So we'll try to do a little pregame beforehand to get things started early that night.
Yeah, so tune in early out there, you know. Tune in early, Steve, and I did talk to the superintendent. He's willing to come on with us. So, yeah, that Friday, that home opener, that's going to be exciting for our town. I mean, if we get anywhere close to the energy that we had in football, it'll be a fun night.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that student section's packed over there.
Me too. Me too.
We normally sit right down front of it, and I would love it for them to just run us clear off and make us move back to the other end of the stage because y'all can't hear us.
No kidding. No kidding. Thomas Terriers, we're coming to town on Thursday. Open shot there. Deep three. Almost.
Let's see. Go ahead there, Derek.
Yep. That Lockhart.
Just going to pull
up that number
here real quick.
Yeah, he's going to be Jade Lockhart, who just took that last shot. Oh, she thought about it. She took too many steps, but she sure thought about knocking it down. Shots are there for you, Lady Eagles tonight. Just got to continue to move the ball, and they've been able to get the shot they wanted. Another steal, wide open. Miller, beautiful, beautiful right there, Lady Eagles. Again, Hinton just having a hard time coming across half court. It's been like this way the whole half. Your Lady Eagles.
Long night for the for the Comets. Already. Second quarter.
And that's going to be a foul. And that'll be a shooting foul. No good chance to go to the free throw line and try to pick up a couple more points.
So while we get ready for this free throw, folks, I'm just going to go through the schedule real quick here for you. On December 3rd, that's this coming Friday, Thomas comes to town. We go to Thomas. That's an away game. And then the following Tuesday is our home opener against Canton. So join us that night for the Eagles as the Eagles come into our own arena, into our own court, and going to take on the Canton Tigers. After that, we're going to go play in the Minco tournament. So all of those games will be away, and the times and dates are still TBA. The tournament's December 9th through 11th. So well, that's what's upcoming.
And that's what's upcoming. So we want to see you guys out there. Tune in right here on WatongaEagles.tv, because Steve and I, we will bring you as many games as we possibly can this year. And like I said, if you didn't get a chance last year to watch these Lady Eagles, tune in as much as you can, because these girls are exciting, and they have a chance to do something very, very special this year. So get behind us, tune in, get your popcorn. Tuesday, Friday this week. Like Steve said, times of those tournaments and stuff will be to determine, and we'll try to get you that information so you can come out and support your Lady Eagles.
These close games are pretty easy for us to go and stream. So we're here at Hinton because it's just right next door. Thomas is the same way, actually even a little bit closer. So that'll be easy.
Yep.
Obviously the home game with Canton on the 7th. And then it'll be hit or miss on things like a Minco tournament. Last year the way we did that was we covered the big games if we were in the finals and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to get you as many of them as we can, but just know that some of them you're going to have to come cheer your Eagles on live in person.
In person, live and in person. And like I said, we've had some great basketball teams through the years here, Steve. So alumni, if you're out there listening and want to come back to one of these games that Steve and I are attending, and just give Steve, myself, or Coach Cole a call, and we'd love to have you on the air and check in with us, check out and see what's going on, and just get some more support here for this basketball program, because we're all excited about both teams, men and women.
Yep.
There we go. There's the field goal.
Hang on, Derek. What is this? I can't get used to it. No, I feel you on that. It's
deep three right there for Aubrey Bridges as we talk. She comes back in the corner. That's right. You just get your first field goal, and Bridges knocks a three right back on you. Welcome facing the Lady Eagles. Bridges looking it over. Again, ball movement has been on the money tonight. It's working it around. Shot right there. And that's a sub. We're going to find out who that is.
That's Bria Holdage.
How do you say that last name, Steve?
It's Bria Holdage.
Bria Holdage. Okay.
Mary Barton's little sister.
Mary Barton's little sister. Okay. All right. Let me know. Hit me to the game, Steve. Now we know. You know these youngsters better than I do coming through the schools, and so
helps having ones in their class.
That always helps us, Steve.
Having kids of my own that are in their class.
Exactly. Well, number 3, welcome to Eagle Nation. And again, Steve, like you said earlier, we get a chance to see some of these younger Eagles that we wouldn't normally see.
Bria, number 3 down there, she's just an excellent dribbler and handler of the ball. She has been since she was in junior high, an aggressive player. I think both she and Mary have played some travel ball before. I think their parents can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think they have. And that just benefits players so much. It's hard for parents to do, because it's all travel games and nothing's at home.
Right. Carmona, nice shot.
Oh, nice shot. But there's been so many great players in the recent 10 or so years, come out of high schools that have players that do that in the summer. Right.
It's going to be over back. Then we got Whitley Johnson in the game here. She's a sophomore.
Looking at 57 seconds left here in the first half, folks. It's 33-7. Your Lady Eagles are on top and dominating this ball game.
Yes, domination is correct. Correct, Steve. 33-7. Trap's been killing them in the half court, full press on the full court, and Hinton just continues to turn the ball over.
Well, what I love to see is the energy these Lady Eagles are able to put into this game, and it just tells a story that I think is going to play out the rest of the season. You're going to see hustle, and you're going to see great basketball. You may have some really tough games.
Right.
Okarche is still on the docket.
Okarche's still there. Cashin's still there.
Yep.
You know, so we still got some teams that tested us last year and will be a test this year, and I think we'll be up for any challenge that comes our way this year.
Seeing what I've seen in one half of basketball here so far, I like it.
And what I like to see now, and this is just me talking, I know Coach Campos and her staff recognizes this as well, but remember, Steve, like just those, I like to see when we're up this big, go ahead and throw it into Carmona and let her work on her post game.
Yeah.
We're gonna need that. Get your big, your forwards and centers used to backing up to the nice shot right there by Bridges.
Yeah, great shot by Bridges.
Playing with their back to the basket.
And that's your first half, folks. Coach Campo and her Lady Eagles are on top 35-7.
35-7, halftime, game one.
Commanding lead here over these Hinton Comets.
Commanding lead, Steve, and again, I mean, it was just right from the jump. My take was right from the jump. They go straight first 2 minutes of the first quarter and just pretty much put the first half away with the press and just the overall energy that they brought. And again, it's just awesome to see, especially game one.
Yep. Just overall good fundamental basketball.
Yep.
I mean, you've got some great players here. Bridges is a star, on this team, and fun to watch.
Right.
Barton is a really hard worker and pushes that ball in and aggressive on defense. It's fun to watch.
Right.
You've got Shelby Miller is the height back there, and Carmona, really tall, presences out there inside.
Yep.
Just love to see everything that's going on right now in this team.
Right.
And to know that it's the first half of the first game of the season is exciting.
It's very exciting, Steve. And like I said, I mean, as soon as that last week of football was over, I could start getting excited to come watch, both of these squads from what they did last year and just the returning starters that they have and the experience that we have coming back. I love to see kids just develop over a year, over a summer to come back and who's been working hard, who worked on their game this summer, things like that, who got in the gym, who was a gym rat, who was not. I mean, those are kind of things you kind of look at. And I can tell you from the first half and that first quarter, we've been working on passing the basketball.
Yep. The fun thing about basketball to me is, when you're talking about football, a lot of times the last part of the season, maybe the last 2 or 3 games, it's a lot of times who's left out there, who's not hurt.
There you go.
Basketball, it's usually not that way, and you see players just, obviously players get better and better and develop during the football season, but in basketball, they develop and get better and better and better, and they're usually not injured, and so you're just seeing better and better and better basketball throughout the season. A lot of fun.
That is a great point, Steve. That is a great point right there, and I second just exactly what you said.
Well, Derek, I say we sign off for just a few minutes while it's halftime here, and then we'll come back and bring the rest of the action.
Sounds good to me, my man.
All right. Folks, WatongaEagles.tv. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
All right.
All right, folks. We're back.
Back at you. Halftime's over.
Still 35-7. Nothing happened during halftime.
No, it didn't. Nothing happened. The score didn't change. Kind of fixed my thirst a little bit, Steve. Got some Gatorade and ready to call the second half of this game.
So it looks like we're going to start with Barton starting the second half here. I don't believe she started the first half, did she?
No, because remember, Walker went down with an ankle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she went down with an ankle early.
In.
And so Barton will take her place. Good call out of.
Yeah.
There you go. Good call out of the halftime. Richards, Hussey, control yourself. Oh, almost, but she'll get the foul. Hussey just looks very good running the court, I tell you what.
Yeah, she does. It helps being tall.
It helps this team. It helps being tall and having long arms and just, I tell you what, nothing I know anything about, but hey.
Yeah, same here. We're both afflicted with the same situation.
Vertically challenged, my man. Challenged. But it's all good. It's all good. Hussey, second shot. She's got a beautiful stroke, too.
She sure does. It's a beautiful high arch shot.
Look at her on her toes. Don't go there, Hinton.
Hinton doing a good job of breaking the press that time. Going to end up losing the ball.
Oh!
Bridges with a
beautiful save right there, Steve.
Wow,
Barton saving it.
They blew it dead.
No, that's going to work. Oh! What a sequence right there.
Yep.
Richards is still nice. Great sequence right there for your Watonga Later Eagles. Deep Bridges, 3. Nope, coming off. That's going to be Hinton ball, but a nice sequence right there. Way to hustle. Eagles coming out of the second half exactly how they came out the first part of the game. Suffocating pressure defense. And Hinton having all kind of fits. They throw it here in the corner. Richards attempt to steal. Go back up. Don't go there. And that's going to be another steal. Hussey, easy. Then she finishes. Landry Hussey.
Well, Preston was always my favorite, Derek. I love playing defense, and I love hustling. I used to when I played basketball, and so Preston was right up my alley.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, well, what else we doing tonight, Coach?
Exactly, Steve.
Let's
because
press.
Hey, going back to what we just said about being vertically challenged, I mean, that's how we would get looks.
That's right. It gives you an opportunity to get low, and play some defense.
Exactly. And I tell you what, no coach is going to turn you down if you're still in the ball all the time and playing great defense. Richards by herself, nice shot. She's got a stroke. She's looking good tonight. 2 3-pointers earlier in the first quarter. Now she's going to hit again here to start the second half. And I tell you what, she came on a lot last year. And I just was waiting for her. And like we said earlier, Steve, what has been going on? Have you been working? It looked like last year, she was very quick with her shot.
Yep.
And now she's a little bit more patient. Her follow through, very good arch on the basketball.
More comfortable with the basketball.
That's what she does, huh, Steve? There you go. That's a great way to put that. Just more comfortable with the basketball and just being on the court in general.
Kids out there that are listening, I tell my own kids this, that are playing basketball right now. If you hustle and you play defense, the coaches are going to look at you. And Derek just mentioned that a minute ago. If you don't know how to shoot, they'll teach you how to play offense.
Exactly.
But if you play defense for them, you're going to get some time in the game. You're going to get some minutes.
Real talk, Steve. Real talk. She's trapped. They're fighting hard. And, Steve, I'm going to ask you a question here in a little bit. And that's going to be 10-second. Yeah, 10-second real quick getting across. Now, Steve, I'm trying to remember in basketball, just getting, having a score like this being on the side where Hinton's at right now, as a player.
Yeah.
And then, what, as a coach, I don't know her name, but what do you tell your team right now?
One of my coaches one time told us in the locker room, fellas, sometimes they just have better horses than you have.
That's a great point, Steve.
What do you tell them?
Yeah.
I don't know, Derek. It's a tough spot to be in. Every game's a good learning experience for every player.
Right.
And, it's frustrating for the Comets here, and they don't want to be in this place again.
Right.
And it might be motivation for them to get in the gym and work more.
Right.
Have some great practices.
Yeah. Great practices, and then, they're still hustling, though. They just haven't gotten the fall.
But in the moment here, you're facing a team that's way deeper and way more talented at every level than you are, and you just got to go out there and finish the game.
You just got to finish the game. And now I see some other subs coming in right now too, and that would be my thing. And, getting some other players some looks, things like that, But for me, like I said, it's tough. And that's just a part of coaching, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. And sometimes you're going to have those uncomfortable, tough halftime speeches,
Yep.
And so, for me, let's just try to get, that's just going to be travel. I would try to set some realistic goals. Hey, let's try to score 10 in a row without them scoring. Something just to kind of, get them.
Work on getting the ball up the floor.
Anything.
Work on
exactly.
And one of the things that I've talked to my kids about is having that play that you can run when everything's going wrong.
Right. There you go.
You may not get a bucket out of it, but getting the ball into the right place and getting the look that you want is a win in a lot of situations.
Yes, there you go. And I guess that's what I'm leaning to too, Steve. Kind of just what you said, just many goals. Many goals, and first would be get the ball over half court. There's a new player in the game for Hinton. Almost had it. Her teammate knocked it out of bounds. Let's be another turnover.
So right now the Eagles, we've got number 2, Jaden Turney. No, number 20, Jaden Turney. Number 4, Jade Lockhart. We still have Landry Hussey on the court.
Asia Richards.
And then 22 is Arlette Campos.
Okay. And that should clear the bench. Am I right? Looks like it. I think we've seen most everybody.
There's a couple more that we.
Yeah, I do see a couple more that hadn't had a chance. I'm sure they'll get a chance. Hussey, deep drive. She's going to do rebound. Comets. Richards, another steal. She's got a man. She got a lady open. Deep three. Nope.
Oh, nice
good pass
good
right
look.
there. Good pass right there by number 23, Asia Richards. Not too many people would even.
Love to see people looking down the court like that.
I know it. That's a hard attempt, but she tried it and almost got away with it.
Yep.
Hussey, dribble, drive, stop, off the backboard. No, gets her own rebound. Back up. No. And that will be Eagles ball. It'll stay right here.
Eagle Cheer Squad here with us tonight, pumping up the crowd.
Open it up. They did a very good job in the football season, didn't they?
They added so many new things that they hadn't done in a long time. It's fun to watch.
Yep. Lockhart, deep three. Richards
with the rebound.
Another offensive rebound. She's been killing the boards tonight. Doing an amazing job on the offensive board. Another steal by Eagles. Richards on the go. She's going to break. Steal. She's got somebody to her left. She doesn't see him. Now she does.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Hinton. That'll be Eagle ball. 3:51 left in the third here. 45-7.
And we're going to come back with Bridges. She'll come back in the game. She'll replace Richards. Richards did a nice job hustling right there on that sequence. Bridges back in the game. She'll take the ball out. Lockhart by herself. Campos,
like
Bridges.
What Coach Campos is doing.
Campos, she's going to miss. Bridges hustling, though, and got a rebound and said, let me take a three. And we're flying threes here, Steve.
Yep. So I really like what Coach Campos is doing here, Derek. You notice she's getting her bench some quality minutes, but she's doing it with a couple of her starters in at all times. And what does that do? That lets those bench players come in and get to have those quality minutes go super quality at that point because they're getting the benefit of having a great ball handler in there with Bridges and now Hussey, inside.
Yep.
And those other players, the pressure isn't all over them to do everything right now.
Exactly, Steve. Exactly. That is a brilliant point right there, and it just kind of takes me back to me coming off the bench, Steve, coming off the bench, and actually just being on the same court with the starters just made me feel like I was, I really accomplished something because I'm playing with these, like you said, then there's no pressure.
Right.
You could just kind of find your spot, find out where you're going to get into the flow of the game. You know what I mean? And let the more experienced, players do it. I just always remember, even in practice when I was with the starters and I wasn't starting, it was just an all-around good feeling. So nice job by Coach Campos.
Yeah, I agree. We always say that game time, there's nothing that can replace game time for any player. And this amplifies it whenever you put them in there with the, keep a couple starters in there and then let your bench come in and get some experience with them and learn to weave in and out of their efforts.
And Steve, good job right there.
Martin, great layup.
Yep, and she's finishing. I mean, her field goal percentage is very high tonight. Another steal, Brown. Bridges, she's going to pass it over to Miller. Good look. Eagles will get back on defense. And that's going to be foul on Lockhart. And Steve, I'm thinking about what you just said. I mean, let's just go ahead and, call a spade a spade. I mean, these Lady Eagles are probably one of the better teams in Class A, and we haven't seen many teams. But just going back to where we were in the state tournament last year, you would have to favor us over just about anybody on their schedule. Now, I'm sure they'll pop up some good teams will pop up in tournament time, things like that. But versus, the smaller schools around here, the Hintons, the Thomases, we should be able to handle.
Well, I think so too, Derek. It'll come down to whenever we face a team that really puts on an endurance show against, these Lady Eagles.
Right, exactly, Steve, and that's a great point. And so, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you seriously could be watching, a team that has a great chance, in my opinion. Everybody stays healthy, things go right. Mary Barton, nice drive, good look. And she's been impressive with her dribble drive. But you're looking at a team that has a chance, has the potential to take us very, very deep into the playoffs.
We've shown here tonight, 2:13 left in the third here, 47-8, and the Eagles are in command. We've shown here that we, have good fundamentals on this team.
Yes.
And we've got good hustle on this team. You put those two things together, and that's what all basketball coaches are looking for.
Yes.
Now, you take them up against a team that has the very similar hustle, very similar endurance throughout, over the course of a four-quarter game. Now, how does it play out?
Yes.
Well, some of that is going to come down to physicality, how big and tall, able to rebound better than our girls are, the other team might be, and how aggressive they play.
Right.
And so, I think there's room for a test, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. There'll be lots. I mean, we're just happen to be on the road right here, but there'll be tons of tests along the way, Steve. But again, I just, from the
game one, you gotta love what you're seeing.
Gotta love what you're seeing. You gotta love the hustle. Gotta love the improvement. These girls were good last year, but like I said, I'm just very impressed with the way they're moving the basketball.
Brian Holdage with a long shot there from the top of the key.
Take her first shot of the year. Try to get it in. 1:40 left, third quarter.
Jaden Dockeye coming in the game. I believe that's who that is, isn't it? Nope, that's not.
Number 14 is going to be Whitley Johnson.
Whitley Johnson. Here we go.
Nice steal by Barton right there. Can you get control over it? She does. Mary Barton. She's got handles right there. She's dribbling. She's quick. She has great agility. Like I said, Steve, I think she's someone that could truly give us that boost in those test games, like you just said. Coming down. And back to what we said about. Coming off the bench. As a coach, you want to keep some of those starters in with those bench players because you want to learn what those bench players can bring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've gotten a lot of game time just being there and showing that I can do something. Whether it's playing defense or making steals or if I was a good passer.
Yep.
A good basketball coach, any coach in general, they'll see that, and so I commend Coach Campos on that. Shot number 12 looks good. Nope. Be a jump ball. And Steve, I'm looking at how we always read body language, and I'm looking at the Hinton Comets body language. They don't seem to be frustrated or anything like that,
No,
and so
continue to play.
Yeah,
Some of that might be,
nice right there by Miller.
I think everybody knows what they're facing this year in Watonga.
Yeah.
From the Lady Eagles, it's not going to be. Nobody's going to want to come to Watonga and play.
No.
Nobody's going to want Watonga to come to their house and play, except for those that just truly enjoy a beating.
Right.
Now, I don't know how that's going to go, folks. I'm not going to say that.
Keep it real, Steve. Keep it real, baby. That's right. Unless you're going to get a tough game.
Right,
you just understand that. No matter what, I don't see any team in Class A that can truly just blow us out. Not with these athletes that we got here and the experience we got coming back. Coach Campos and her staff. That's travel look like. Referee putting it in his pocket.
So we are just about done with the third quarter.
And
49-8.
I thought we were going to make it, Steve. If she drops these two, they'll make double digits by fourth quarter.
Well, they haven't had all that much success from the charity stripe so far this evening, so we'll see here.
Nope.
Nope, they're not going to get there.
No, not going to get there.
Oh, I'm glad to be back in the gym.
Me too, Steve. I was just sitting here thinking, Steve, I'm before the season's up, I'm playing some 5-on-5. Just to see.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, I'm just take at least two or three trips up the court just so I know what it feels like. It's been so long. All right, fourth quarter time here, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Lake and I bringing it to you. First game of the season. We are in Hinton, America. For those of you tuning in, getting ready for the boys' game, your Lady Eagles have done a fantastic job. They've been suffocating. They've been playing suffocating defense all game long. Their experience, and like Steve and I have been talking here most of the game, you're watching this year's 2021-22 Lady Eagles, and make sure you don't. And if you're able to, don't miss it, because I tell you. These young ladies are special, and they come out here proving it in game one, Steve.
Get our cameraman to get a shot of the cheerleaders there.
And they're just doing a fantastic job. I don't know who's the cheer coach this year, but she's...
Chelsea Kennedy and Miss Coney.
Miss Coney.
Miss Coney the younger.
Okay. Well, both ladies, congratulations. Good job. These Lady Eagles were very good out here. Our cheerleading squad did a great job in football season. Looks like we're going to continue that in basketball too. Fourth quarter, here we go, Steve. On our way to going 1-0 on the season.
So really good, knocking down of a pass right there by Jaden Turney. Probably got her with the body just a little bit from behind, but good defense, girl.
Now, Jaden Turney, is she any kind of Jocelyn?
Yes, Jocelyn's little sister.
Little sister, gotcha. Okay.
Jocelyn, of course, running track for Roger State now.
Oh, wow. That's what's up right there.
Yep.
Deep three. Number 8 over there has been close a couple of times tonight, but just hasn't got it to fall.
Bit of a travel there, but we'll get over it. It's all right.
Hinton, bring the ball in. Half court. Number 12. 84. Good ball movement right there. Deep shot. Going to get a bounce. Nope. Turney with the rebound. Nice strong rebound. Give it over to Campos right now. She's going to dribble it up. Campos looks like she's got some handles right now. Lockhart deep in the corner. Baseline drive. Back to Campos. She's going to shoot it. It's going to rim off. That's going to be a turnover for Hinton. Back to Lockhart. You got whatever you want right now. Hussey. Lockhart not afraid to shoot it. Going to rim off. Nice rebound. Offensive rebound right there for Turney. Getting in there. In the post. Coming up big like her sister, like her older sister used to do. We saw a lot of that older sister last year.
Yeah, watching Jocelyn play, and now Jaden is coming along to fill those shoes and not doing a bad job of it.
Not a bad job at all. Campos, they're just leaving her open. She's going to make one of these. Nope. But she is not hesitating. And we didn't see Campos a lot last year, did we?
No. She was on the depth chart. We did see her some.
Okay. Okay.
Remember, we had a mix-up on the roster last year, and her name eluded us almost every time we saw her.
That's the truth.
So we're not going to let that happen this time.
No, not this year. Ms. Campos, we got you. Johnson, Whitley Johnson out there, number 14.
And I'm not saying that there was a coach involved in that mess up. I think it might have been the mess up was between the ears of your announcers.
Yeah, no doubt, Steve. We'll tell you when we screw up, huh, Steve?
That's right.
All right.
We'll take accountability.
There you go. I'm with you, Steve. It's just nice to be back in the arena, my man. It really is. It's nice.
I was grasping for the cheer sponsor, Miss Coney's first name a little bit ago. It's Taylor Coney.
Taylor Coney.
So now there's Jaden Dockeye coming in the game, number 13.
Number 13. He's looking around. It's going to go back to the comments. And I just love to see these youngsters' face when they first get on the court, Steve.
Yeah.
First to actually look at her, number 13, she's like, uh-oh. Her heart is probably pounding right now.
Yeah, it usually takes a down and back before
it does.
really
It does.
in the game.
Deep three here for Hinton. That's going to be way off. And like we said earlier, look at Hussey. She's still in the game with 4 subs. So getting some great experience for our younger crew. Passing the ball around.
You know, as hard as you try on the bench to pay
Whitley Johnson!
Nice.
It's her first score of the year.
Yeah, 51-9.
Nice job, Whitley. And nice, there we go, 22.
Well executed play there by the Hinton Comets.
Exactly. Nice shot right there. Oh, almost. Well, Miss Dockeye. She's ahead. 21 just made the last field goal. And she'll get fouled by Campos right there. Doing a little run and gun for the Comets right now, late in the middle of the fourth quarter, huh, Steve?
Yeah, and you know, Coach Campo had a little period there where she had, I think, a lot of her younger players in. She's brought Hussey back in now. You know, they start running the ball, having a little bit of success. She's gonna let's just pour some salt on that.
Exactly. Don't get too excited here. Makes them both. Campos, Carmona also back in the game. Lockhart, nice drive. Almost. Carmona, tough rebound in there. I think she stepped on the inline right there, so that'll turn it over to the Comets.
One of the challenges for, you know, a bench player is knowing what's going on in the game so that at that moment when you come in, your head is already there.
No doubt.
When I would, you know, in the years that I would be, you know, one of the players that came in off the bench, I would try my hardest to know if we were in man defense, and I was a guard, you know, I knew I was going to be a guard when I came in. I would try to know who the 2 guards are covering or the 3 guards are covering.
Right.
I would try to know what defense we're in if we're in a zone. I would try to know, you know, what offense we've been trying to run or what press break, you know, or what inbounds coach is trying to do the most that night. And invariably, Derek, I got to tell you, no matter how good your efforts are, they put a 5'10" guy in there because a 6'4" forward has to come out for a minute, and you got to go in there and stand under a tree, right?
Right.
And you're not ready for that.
Yes, so. exactly. And you're thinking everybody's watching you.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You're talking about that first couple of minutes or the first, you know, few seconds when you're in a game when you're coming off the bench like that, and yeah, you're kind of looking around with your eyes real big because it's sometimes pretty hard to pay attention to what's that much close enough attention to what's going on in the court to be able to come in and be effective.
Exactly. I would always have somebody on the bench that I would talk to next to and just kind of get ready and
And that's a really good technique. I know guys that used to do that.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, it does, man. It really does. It really does to keep you focused, keep you in the game. Because I didn't want to be around my friends who was goofing off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I didn't. I wanted to be around somebody who was studying the game and like you said, being ready one time I get out there. So I won't look like a deer in headlights when I'm out there.
Because when you're sitting next to that guy that's goofing off or just making silly comments or whatever, coach hears some of that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be guilty by association.
He or she's going to look somewhere else.
Yep. And I've had that happen to me before too, Steve. That's where I learned that lesson.
Yep.
Crooked Oak one year, I was in the 8th grade, and we got a chance to come up to the freshmen, which was a big deal back then, in Oklahoma City. And a couple of my 8th graders, we got moved up to the freshman team, and one of them was, the class clown, and I was right over there by him, and coach just pulled me to the side and said, "You're never going to get in the game, hanging around this guy right here." So I learned my lesson. And when I'm on the bench, like you said, it's so much easier for you if you can just focus and tune in.
Well, and if you think about it, they're playing 8-minute quarters. You only get 32 minutes of basketball.
Right.
64 minutes this week, most likely.
Right.
That's not a lot.
No, it's not.
168 hours that exist in this week.
Ain't that the truth?
You don't get a lot of time, to actually go be effective and contribute to something.
Right.
So you need to make the most of it.
And that is going to empty our bench right there. Am I right, Steve?
I believe so. I think everybody's had a shot at the game now.
And I think the question now becomes, how severe is Natalie Walker's ankle?
Yep. So she is putting a little bit of weight on it down there, I see.
Yeah.
That's good to see. She hasn't been back in the game, though.
Has not been back in the game, which is the first game of the year. She's a key contributor to your squad. So, good call by Coach Campos. I would definitely rest her to this game. Is out of hand.
Commanding lead here. You don't have any worries about the security of the game. Why put her in there? Why not?
Why not
let that? Go ahead and let that rest begin right now.
Exactly. Now, if we're in an arena tournament, and it's March,
maybe,
you know what I mean. But right now, no. Let's just get her to some ice as quick as possible.
Yeah, if you're in the area tournament, you're in the state tournament, maybe you send her in with a trainer and get about 6 inches of tape put on that sucker and see if she can go.
Exactly. Tape it up and go.
Well, Hinton knocking down a couple of free throws right there.
They are, and the number 21 just came in the game. She's brought some energy. Lockhart, Miller. And that'll be a turnover on the Lady Eagles. 2 minutes, 54 seconds to go for your Lady Eagles capture their first win of the season here in Hinton, America.
So I'm sure she has it in her quiver, but I sure would like to see Shelby Miller post up with a strong jump shot.
Me too. Just go strong right here. Give it to her. Nice shot. Uh-oh.
I always did like to see or hear a what's that, Derek? Oh, yep. I always did like to see or hear a big player down low catch a ball, slap it hard.
Yes.
And that intimidating noise that it makes when you smack a ball.
Exactly.
And go up hard against the backboard and knock a two down.
And trust me, when defenders are behind you and they hear that ball like that, they understand that, hey, this guy's got the fundamentals. There she is again. Yeah, that's what I said. Where's she been all night? She's been all over the court.
Not able to convert. Dockeye with the rebound there.
Okay, so we got Jaden Dockeye. Bria holds. Turney.
Yep. We've got Jade Lockhart in here. And Shelby Miller to round it out.
Shelby Miller. Uh-oh. Foul on Lockhart right there. 1 minute, 47 seconds left.
Game's winding down, folks.
Yep.
And so that all you folks out there in Eagle Land, Eagle Nation know how this is going to work. And remember, in basketball season, so that these games end up being their own archived file on our website, we have to break the stream in the middle between the games. There's no way around that. I've tried working with Squirtle to figure it out, and it's just one of the things we have to do. So what we'll do is we will take the stream down for just a few moments, reset up the other game, the boys' game, and we'll come back live at you. So that's just one of the little features that we have to do with this system.
No doubt. So be patient with us out there, and just as excited we are about the girls' team, we're excited even more about our boys' team as well. You know, coming back with some studs from last year.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. Just a little bit of the mechanics of how that's going to go, folks. You may need to re-click on the live feed once it comes back with the boys' game onto the website. So be ready for that, folks. Many of you are used to it from last year, but just want to.
Our diehard fans know what to do, Steve. But you know what, Steve? We're getting followers. You know, more and more followers, more and more watches every game, every year. So yeah, nice plug right there, Steve. Nice plug. And again, like I said, it's game one. These games go by fast. The year seems to go by fast.
Yep, sure does.
And Steve, like you said earlier, I'm just going to be enjoying just being out here and.
Let's talk about it going by fast, Derek. Just think about it for a minute. Football season's over.
Yeah.
Seems like it ought to be 1st October right now.
Doesn't feel that way. It does, Steve. It does that way. It's almost Christmas, though, man. You know what I mean? It's almost Christmas. It's almost 2021 almost gone. Think about that. So things are going fast.
I remember when 2003 seemed like it was way out in the future.
No kidding. 2000. I mean, there's a shot by Dockeye.
Nice shot by
right there.
Dockeye.
Nice looking shot right there.
Number 13 knocking it down.
Yeah, looked confident right there. Stepped right into it. Knocked it down.
Oh, Comet's losing the handle on that one.
A little bit too much muscle on that one. Minute 10.
Clock winding down here.
Yeah. Now right there's what you're talking about, Miller. You like to see her just stop and go ahead and work on her post game.
Put a hip on somebody and move them out of her way.
Exactly. Turney. Nice dribble, drive, bucket.
Oh,
in and out.
So close for Bria. Or was that Mary?
That was Bria. Uh-oh. It's the foul. She's actually laughing right there.
Yeah.
She's taking a handle of it.
Yeah.
You know you're winning big when you're out there laughing right now.
She's a good sport. And you know, when they're down and it's a tough game, she just seems to turn on the hustle.
Yes, she does. She does. And like I said, we've seen that last year. Looking forward to seeing her energy and hustle and athleticism this year too, as well. As long as her baby sister, Bria. That's how you say it? Bria, Steve?
Bria, yes.
Bria. And so far, game one, I haven't messed up anybody's name yet.
There's a lot of season left.
Yeah. That's right.
For both of us.
For both of us, no doubt. Winding down here. Good game, Coach Campos. Way to have your squad out. They looked ready, prepared, did exactly what they were supposed to do. Big jump ball there with Dockeye and number 5 there, I believe, for the Hinton Comets.
Kind of a rare bad pass there by Mary Barton.
And take a shot, and that's just how their night has gone tonight.
Yeah, it sure is. It's going to round it out at 53-16. Game over here for the Lady Eagles. They put a whooping on
they did.
Comets.
Yeah, they did, and just a very, very nice start to the season. Again, you know, Steve, I just thought the first couple of minutes of that first quarter was really, you know, kind of set the tone for the whole game. Steve, and you know, they didn't quit all game, and so now, you know, a win that we're supposed to win, and we did. Hello, Eagle Nation out there.
Hello there.
And like I said, Coach Campbell, hats off. You did a great job having these guys ready. They came out we're the superior team, and we showed it today.
So just want to give a shout-out for our camera operator here, Emery Lake. She did a
Lake.
wonderful job tonight for us.
Awesome job.
Folks, we're trying to bring students into this effort. We really want it to, someday, the vision is for it to include a lot of students doing the work of this broadcast. Derek and I just love it so much, and we want to include as many folks as we can in it. So if your kids are interested in it, in technology and in broadcasting and all of this stuff, have them get a hold of one of us. We can always, find a place and a job for somebody to contribute.
Exactly.
And we usually, it's pretty easy to give a kid a ride to the game if they're going to help us out. So
there you go, Steve. There you go. There you go. And Steve, I second everything you just said right there, man. That's just, that's real talk. You guys are interested in that. I wish I would have been, you know what I mean?
Yep.
A little bit more, proactive in some of the things when I was younger. So yeah, come on out and help us out.
It's a good skill to learn.
Emery
Lake, folks. We're proud of her.
Thank you, Emery.
Well, folks, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off the girls' game here, and we'll start the boys' broadcast in just a minute or two. So bear with us. We're going to sign off, and then we'll be back on. Look for that link back on the website. WatongaEagles.tv, everybody.
Oh, yeah, baby.